Hello there, and welcome back. I'm just gonna verify on Twitch that we are live. Yep, it's working. So let's kill that. Just bandwidth wise. Okay, what I've done since last stream is that I changed the copper trains because they weren't, or rather the whole system with on-demand trains, because that wasn't really working to my liking. So I instead have trains with dedicated stations. So I have my iron train and my iron train. So I have one always sitting in each station, and one of them, I think this one, is without a train limit. That means that I do have a stacker here. So once the other iron train has delivered its load and starts running here, this station is being vacated, which means that the first train can go up there. And now for some reason that's not really working. Destination stop full. Have I disabled it? Ah, that shouldn't be. I just want them to go there and fill up the chest as much as possible. Better the iron is here. I'm just gonna double check so I didn't do the same with these. Yep, and as you can see we do have full chests and trains here. I haven't done it on this yet, the plastic or the sulfuric acid, but I will do that in due time. What is happening here is that everything is coming to a standstill because I don't have enough copper, and that is my temporary research. So, well, I guess that means that we need to make a better setup for this, and I have a thought process here that maybe I should just start with my science outposts. However, last time between the episodes I was getting attacks here, and as you can see, the pollution cloud from opening up this copper ore mine made these two bases who were here attack. I left this one there, but maybe that's the first priority of the day. But that means I need resources, and those resources I don't have because I don't have any copper. So I mean, those few strands of copper ore won't do me any good. Maybe I should just steal some copper from these belts and just fluff it up for now. Yeah, let's do that. Which means I do have enough to just keep the research and keep the lights on, basically. Let's see, what do I need here? I need like so. But this is one longer, so then I need you, and I need you. I'm gonna take from every little nook and cranny here, but I'm just gonna use yellow belts to get them out, because I don't want to completely starve everything. 1, 2, 3, and 4 lines. And I need you to go up there. Okay. Let's see. Basically, that is a red line. It's easy to clean up a red belt later on, but I don't have a red belt surplus, so let's get that going. So we'll just do it this way. Let's just remove the belt immunity for now, which means I can run a bit faster. Let's put it in here then. And now I want that immunity equipment back. And let's do it that way and that way. But I want to have the input priority from the right here and from the right here, so that we empty out this part first. I'm probably just going to do that. Or probably I am doing that. And disconnecting the coal from the upper part, from the lower part. So this should get us the copper we need just to keep going a while until we have our next part set up. And I am supplying this with iron ore and all that jazz. That will come to a stop later on. Dude, where's my car? Down here. So, I have a design that I am thinking about, but I am not sure where I will place it. Maybe if I do a vertical line down here, this will be a suitable place for it. Yep. Don't have enough rails to even start it, so let's go get that. Signal wise, give me some of those. Yeah, probably one of those. Some of those as well. Hello. Let's see. This stacker won't be here later on because I won't be using that train system. So let's make the T-cross here. And I am not sure if I do have... I don't. So let's just copy this part then. And that seems to be working. So let's see where it connects. It connects there. And off with your head. Let's see here then. And after that, I am in need of my car. Wrong way. Big fat boom. Oh. Sorry, bots. Now I am done with the rails, so I will pick all of you up. And you're all done. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. Let's see. Radar coverage. Getting me belly. Oh, it's quite a ways down then. Let's see. Seems like we're on a point between two systems, so I will use that one. Okay, let's finish the rails. Just because I stamped it down. And that makes tea drinking a little bit easier. So quite a few. And I want to have a first station here. I don't want to put it that close. I want some space between the T-junctions. And this is going to be for making red science, which are copper plates and iron gear wheel, which means that I need to have 2 ingredients in. Same thing with these, also just iron and copper. We'll do something interesting with the copper trains, also I hope. But that means that I need 2 in and 1 out. So that's the first in. Let's see how far I need to go down. There. And the next one doesn't have any rail lines, so let's go get that as well. And I'm doing this while I am building up the resources to have more of my defender capsules, because that's needed if we're going to take on the base. I might as well fill up with stations. And I think that I want to make this a bit tileable as well, so I can add on as needed. Let's see, I'll just have you at this distance. And you will go out. What are you doing? This is what I wanted. How about there? And then the output, or going out. Let's see, that's enough. So let's see here, you should absolutely have one of those. Are you enough to have a 3-length train? You are. Which means that I probably want to have you to stop there before you go on. Then about halfway here, or should we just try to make these blocks 3 train lengths wide? I usually do a 1+4, but I thought I'd mix it up this time to just have 3 length. Let's see where that takes me. So is that enough? That's not enough for you, so but it is enough there. Now let's keep that signal in there. So you are signaled very well there. And there. That will be good. So if we make this the unloading for iron, red, green, and we make this one unloading for copper plates, red, green, and then we make this one a loading for red and green. And I want to have should I go by chunks? Then we start there. So if we do one of you, how many can you support of these? Is that a good match? You can support even more. One more. Basically, I probably could support one more. But then I would run into a negative here. So 11 will be enough for each module. That means I am producing 2.5 a second. And if we then make, where are they? I'm sure I made the beacon research. And we offload. How much are you in need of? It's nothing. So yellow belts will suffice. And I think that I will bring in, let's see, how much do you need? You need 8, so a yellow belt is enough. So the iron should come in here on one belt. And the copper should be on the inside here. So it'll be coming from here down. And I will have The output is 0.23, so I only need to have output like this. So that's basically the build. What I'm thinking though is maybe if I go like that, then I can make, let's see, I'll hold on a little bit about for that, and we do it like this instead. And then I definitely want you to start here instead. Also, the ins should be like this. So if I do, that's let's see if I have enough resources to make this. What should I have? I actually want this to be able to see how much it produces, because I think I could have 23 instead of 22 machines. Oh, hello there. Give me those machines. And what do you need? Green, red steel. Where's the steel closest? Do have everything on these lines. Let's do another hack then. Oh, that's right. Yellow belts. So you're gonna do those, and you're gonna give that, and I'll have you input from there. And if you do the beacons, I will have you output onto a beacon chest. Let's say I want 100 beacons. And it's much easier if I position everything correct. Okay, so you're off and running. You will run in the background. Let's see how this background is running. I am getting there. I'm thinking those are... yeah, so that needs to be a red belt now. So this whole contraption, I should be able to, let's see, where are you? I should be able to do that. And once the modules are in, it should be okay. I probably could add one other on, yeah, because that's 22. This should be too much. And it is. And that should be just about enough. So that's the drop-off point. But now, proving that point, I am gonna module this up, or beacon this up. So if we add one here and add speeds into that, we are now, let's see, aren't you using more? Do I need power to prove this? I thought it would work without having the power connected. Yeah, now we're at 28 instead. And as you see, we are overproducing by a ton. But if we copy this, let's just put it there, 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 there. And those were the beacons I had. We have that heft. My poor car. Oh well. The rock will be my destruction in this game. I don't think I had anything valuable in that car. And I do have another one. And everything but ammo, so that's good. Let's see, how are you doing on my beacons? That should be enough. And let's just top it off with, I don't need any more speed modules for now. So If we go all the way down here, how will that affect? That means we are way over. If I remove the last 4, the last 3, and let's see if I remove that one as well, and that one, the last 3, we are in a positive. So I think that will be our build. I could add a lot more speed modules on the outside and make this more compact. But I don't really see the point. But this means that they will be outputting 8, and that means I do need to have this a red belt. Like so. And how much are you outputting? You're outputting 9. 9. Which means that this has to be a red. So let's see, how much iron am I producing over here? 120, because I'm making steel as well. Is it that part? Yeah, 120. And you are using 168. So I don't really have enough iron, because so I'm gonna need more iron mines. Okay, so that was the red build. Now let's do the green build then. I will combine these later on. So we'll start off in a chunk corner, and for green we are in need of 2 different. We need the yellow belts and we need the inserters, and both of those need gears, and that's enough for you, but you also need the circuits. So that's something we have to be able to do, and this won't support it because that's not enough green coming out from there, which means that I will have to have the green something like this. And I think, and with this setup, there are only 2 inputs, that's iron and copper. And if I get you up to speed so far, I am not making enough. I'm not making enough of these gears. So I might have to double up on that as well. Still not making enough, but almost. If we beacon it up then, let's say we have 1 for you and 1 for you. Now it's counting. Then we have enough. And then that's this part. Let's see if we make it like this. Is 1 enough? It is not. I am starting to feel that this might be what we need to do to get it almost running at full tilt. But now you're affected by 2. So if can I have one to just affect you two? I cannot. But if I do this, let's see, where are you? You are there. Still not enough. Okay. Is it the same problem as before? That you need power? Because you should be, yeah. That should be enough and some. If I remove that, we still are in the clear, yeah. But you need to produce more of the wires, even more of the wires, and there we go. So that's a 1 line of iron and just a trickle of copper. I didn't even check how much copper this needed. It's 16. That's 8 per side. That should be okay. But how much can this support down the line? And let's have you be. As you can see, we are overproducing the belts quite a lot. And that is still I'm gonna need more modules again. Or am I? Because I'm gonna beacon this up. Same setup as this. So we aren't overproducing that much. Oh, that's too many then. Let's take off 1. Let's take off 2. Let's take off 4. 5 then. If we take off 6, 7, and now we're on the green. So what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. And all that. Oh, 26. How much do you need? To 9. So I think I'm gonna have just one more here at the end for this setup. That means a small deficit. How much were you producing? Producing 18. This is just producing 5, so I'm gonna need more production like this. Well, you can't be there. But you are not putting anything on the line, so that should be okay, I think. And neither are you. But I'm gonna need to have this set up on this side as well. And that means I could plop you down like that. I'm gonna see here, I am producing 9 243 and I'm producing 8 of you. But I do have the option of putting in one of those, which makes me produce 9 instead. You need 4.63. Are you good with that? You are. So that's a small, but I do believe that this should be enough. And if I position you in the middle instead, like so, and move you up 1 tile. Or maybe not. But if I move you there, I can then have you output on each side here. And you need just enough for yellow belt. So yeah, let's just humor that. And I can control which side you are outputting on. I want you on the inside because then I can have you output on the outside. Let's see, where did I position you? I positioned you like so. And then there's just the small part of getting every input and stuff like that. But I will get the modules first. I did a small hack up here, so I should have lots of modules. Death Rock is no more. Okay, so are we in the greens? Not really. We are missing and that we know. You have just a tad too few. What happens if we just do it like this then? Yeah, because you are affected as well for that beacon. If I remove you, let's see. You are good. You are not good. So what if I do... Yeah, that's as close as perfect as you can get. And maybe just because reasons, I will add that as well. So I am lacking a little bit, but that's mainly from this, and I need 9 point something, so that small amount shouldn't be too much. So what I need for inputs then, I am gonna need 25 aside of the iron and a trickle of the copper. So you need iron, you need iron as well. Which means that the iron input should be somewhere here, because you also need iron. And I do have the possibility of moving you up one, but I'm gonna snake you in somehow later on. But that's all the inputs there. And you need to be a red iron line, and you can stop here. Because here we need copper. Maybe I could just do this instead. Almost, at least. I can switch everything over a bit. Let's see. So the copper needs are 6, so that's not that much. Does that affect anything? It does a little bit. What I was thinking was maybe I could snake the copper in this way. But not there. Here. And then I can have everything outgoing there, which means that I can have this input line for what's needed up here. And if I make you something like that, then and then we take that part and just turn it around. And you should be there, but there are no inputs like so. And you can just go down like so. And if I can avoid having a yellow inserter inserting into a bend, I will have that. Still not counting on unpowered things, so I am lacking a bit up here. Let's see, it's 25. I could up that belt wise if needed, but it's not really needed because I am overproducing. 9.5. And I'm producing 9. Yeah. Unfortunately, I do believe that we need to do that. And let's, if I take the last ones, we are overproducing by some, but I'm gonna use the spares to overproduce at the end here. But that makes 10 per second, this makes 19 per second, 18. So 2 of those. I'm gonna sort the power. So if we place you there, then I can tuck you in there. Should be enough for everything. Yep. I can tuck you in even closer, like so. And I'm gonna do the same thing here with these. So in total, what am I looking at here? I am looking at a need of 76 and 28 a second. But if I do double this up, and I make the inputs a bit nicer here. Let's see, like so. And the copper and that needs to be accounted for as well. And if we just put it in here. This should still be enough. Will I have enough assembly machines? No. But I will put together the rest, and then I will see what else is missing before I make my run. Also missing beacons. I do have speed modules and some inserters. Let's see, yeah. Why are you behind me? No trains and no death rock there. So, beacons, like so. And assembly machines. And inserters. So now if I take everything in account, yeah, that's why if I exclude the last two on each of these, we might be in closer proximity with the ratios, as you can see. And we might be back here as well, because then we won't need more than 9. And you are overproducing, and that is a better ratio. And it makes it a bit easier on the iron drain. Not much, but a small amount. So the big thing here is then we have a copper line that needs addressing here, and I am thinking that if we do it like this, that will be enough. We do have, I'm going to separate them just a little bit. 4 red lines of iron, 120. And we need a 5th. Let's see, how much are you draining? Can't I see the copper? There. So that's almost a red, and that's so a blue. No, let's do 2 reds. I'm gonna move this whole setup down. Let's see if I can line this up. Takes a while when your bots aren't updated to have great speed. But once again, this is a chill and lazy playthrough, so I'm not really too worried about doing things quickly or as efficiently as possible. I'm doing what I think is fun. Just a few bits and bobs here. And then let's deal with the end bits. Okay. Now we should be able to sort out the inputs here. So we are in need of having a copper input here. And I think am I out of view again? Oh well. Just gonna get a few. So that is my copper in line. And I want to make this look a little bit better. Straight lines and such. And if I do have it like this, I still need to have it on the inside. So it probably will be like that. So that is the copper in. And I want to have a little bit of distance out, I think. Just to separate them. Which means that the first line here should actually be a bit further out. So I'm gonna have you like so. So I am in need of more red belts, but you get the gist of it. And once I get those rolling, we should be able to start this up. Yeah, the undergrounds as well. And splitters, we are good. Let's remove the rocks from there. So what the... Stop with your foolishness. I didn't give you permission to eat my rails. Well, that's a signal to stop what I'm doing and take care of that by-the-base. And while I'm here, let's just do some spring cleaning. Okay, I think that's that. There's a few loose ends there. There we go. Just get rid of it. Let's see. Yeah, you are touching. But before we head there, let's just put up a few turrets. If they should attack while I am resupplying. Okay, so let's see here then. Turrets, give it. I need 50. Ammo-wise, I am in need of some more. Give me all of the piercing ammo and all of the defender capsules. I don't need you for now. Gonna need the defender capsules. What else? What else? What else? More ammo, I think. And I do believe that I have that in a box over here. Yes, I do. So give me just as much ammo as I can carry. Because I do believe they have evolved to big worms now. And just in the interest of time, I will probably save scum this fight. But once I get this base, this should be the last base coming from this side at least. And it will open up the last copper patch for me as well. I'm leaving the car way behind because in my experience, they like to eat it. And they have acknowledged my presence here. I did bring a lot of ammo, so and 30 is the number you should count. And let's poison them. And add another line of defense. A bit further forward. So much time. They are starting to run out, which means it's time for me to just do some clean up in the back line. And that is a big worm, that is a big worm. Those I need to deal with because their range is atrociously long. Cannot copy. I was holding down some button. Just a little bot. Okay. Worms down there are taken care of. Which means that I am good to move up. How about there? Yeah. And I will remove the ammunition, which makes it easier for the bots to pick up. Rest of this. Is that a big worm? It is. I'm not sure how exactly. Yeah, as you can see, that is within their range. Oh, overwhelming. Where are? So I'm gonna add a line on the side instead, and then I'm gonna summon my little helpers. And just gonna spam poison, which should make my life a little easier, especially against oops, anything coming at me. I'm gonna save it because let's see, that's a big worm with a big range. How much more? We have quite a few big worms up here. That's 4 of them actually. So let's get you in here. 30 of you, and then I will just pepper you with everything I have. So let's do another take on that then from the other side. And let's see what the poison does. And that is the base taken care of. No save scumming needed, but I saved anyhow. So that hopefully that means that this side will be safe until it reaches these bases. And where did I leave my car? I left it just south of the copper patch. And now I might be able to focus on something else, like trying to rebuild those turrets. Could still be there, yeah. I won't mind them being stuck there. These cliffs. So let's dump. Let's see. And those, and I'm gonna keep 100 of those on me. Why only 50 of those? Ah, the poison capsules, of course. Like so. They put the poison capsules down here. No, I didn't. Ah. Okay, so we are gonna have to build 3 stations. That should be enough of those. I'm gonna need all of those green sodas. Probably some more red belts and some more blue belts. Probably something else I've forgotten. Pop holes, stations, all that jazz should be okay. So I'm gonna need 5 lines out. I believe that this setup has 6 lines out. So can I just copy that, perhaps? I do it like this? No, other way around. and rotate it. If I do it like this, then that's where I want it to end up. But I want you not to use those filters, like so. And to end it with a 6 to 5 balancer, like this. And then I can take you on this path instead. And you on this path. And there won't be any unnecessary bends in the line. Just those. Thank you. And that should be good. For this one, I only need an output of 2 lines. So if I hold off on the bots for now, and I just remove this part, then activate the dots again. I should be able to better to have the bend not on an output. Are you in the way? You are in the way. Will you be good here then? You will. But then the train stuff is in the way, so I still need you to go like this. Looks tighter this way. Tight. And a 42. I hit the Alt So that should be good enough then. And for the input here, my thinking is that I will have one wagon for red and one for green. Where do we have a loading setup? I'm gonna remove that one. Yeah, let's do it this way. And then we have like so. But I am gonna need two different here. So you are outputting to all of these, and I need to sever that connection. And I need to reestablish this connection and this connection. And that's the same here. I need you to output there. I need sorry, get the input from there. A bit high, right? Should be there. So the front one here should be the red, and the back one should be the green. So if I take you in there and off with you. How much is could be okay with a yellow one, but that's not how I did it this time. So this line is the bottom. And if I bring you in on this line, and on this line, probably gonna need long ass ones. So this is the green, and this is the red. So the red is going on the first. Let's see. Can we do this? And then we have the green. That will need some tricksy stuff. Like so. And you just go this way. And I just remember that there are only 12 chests here. So I think that should be okay. So everything is set up here for red and green science, and I am gonna take a small break and then I'll come back for another half an hour or something like that. And I am back. Oh, I left it running. Oh well. Seems to be good. Nothing bad happening. Yes. I could just start this up and be done with it. Let's say I'm producing 196 here, and this is using 284 plus that. So probably not a wise idea to take the iron. I do have iron here and here, but the main thing is the copper, and I will probably just do the copper from over yonder, the small copper patch. Why I'm taking this route, I'm not sure. So let's see. We need a loading station and stuff, but I am in need of brain fart moment. I'm gonna need a few hundred of those and a few hundred of those. And I am gonna need modules. They will stay in my car because I then need to have yellow inserters as well as I need power poles. And I'm well aware I could have the bots fetch everything to me, but this makes it easier for me to talk and think at the same time. And I will race off to the copper first, because that's the one furthest away. Bastards, bastard rocks. Okay. So let's clear the area of all these pesky trees. And then we'll find, I think we have a good setup up here somewhere, perhaps like this. From there till there. Should be okay, I think. missed a few trees. And then it's just cleaning up. From what we don't need at the ends. Cover that one as well. That's good. And you cover that. And okay. Why aren't you being put down? Okay. We have about 90 of those still to go. So let's just fill everything. Let's see where we can get power in. Perhaps there. Perhaps, yes. And I should be able to get the last of those. And I need more speed modules. Yep. Let's see here. You can be combined. And you could be basically just put on that side of the belt. Yep. So I'm missing speed modules. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out. 440. That could be 4 red lines. Or 3 blue. But we're gonna go down, so let's do do it for 120 then. And let's see, 3 modules are for 91, 4 are for 121. So if I copy you all the way down, this is what we are looking at. I'm going to turn off the bots for now. Yeah, why not there? So, let's see. I thought I saw some trees around here. there. Are you trees or are you rocks? But I need 216. And this belt needs to be turned around. Which means that I hopefully can do this. And you do cover everything. So you should go, and you should go, and one more. And then I should be able to paste it just like that. I took away a bit too much. So let's see if we start there. Good. Yes. And good. And there and there. So 216 I don't have. I have 200 and I'm lacking a lot of modules as well. But I'm gonna start it up at least. Start it up. Start it up. And probably a bunch of yellow belts. Yep, there we go. I have too much junk in my inventory to have everything I need. And once I clear out my inventory, I will be lacking so many things. Get back here. Yeah, that's why. The inputs and outputs were kind of switched, but that's why. That's because I switched around the center output lines. So I shouldn't be surprised that they were switched around like that. And we are out of those. I was thinking about power-wise also. And I am out of lights. I have added a lot of things that drain power, so I might have to get another uranium power plant, nuclear reactor online. Let's see, what do we have left to do here? It's better to start and have everything I have in my inventory being spread out. Because that means that I will charge my batteries while I go and resupply. And I need more red to connect everything together. Driving on the rails is a bad thing, however, I know that there are no trains going over that way as of yet. If I go here, there are no trains coming. So let's see. First and foremost, I need you and you. I am in no need of you at the moment. However, I need more of those. Also got to go up here and steal myself a bunch more of... Let's take the rest of them as well. And what else I need? The inserters. I also need the lights. And then on to the belts. I'm going to do the same as last time because they are the most bulky items I do have. So let's have some of you and just refill that stack. You, all the yellow belts. I do think that's everything I need. Watch me forget something. Ah, that's right. I put all the modules here. So you need to be moved, I see now. So and a lot of modules going in. Even more modules. So there are a few things over here missing. I think that these bots are probably the ones designated to do that, so so if I stand here, I should just be able to run up the line, and the bots will take care of what is missing. And the same if I run down this line. I don't need that one, taking up space in my inventory. Yeah, you are running. So that should be it for that. That means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 outputs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inputs. I probably should have moved it a little bit further back, but a 6 to 8 balancer. Yeah, it's way too bulky. But it means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's where we have to go with it. So I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. And this is a bit too crowded, I'd say. But let's see what we can do about it. I'm not sure that I will get all the lines in because there... So the last two will have to go over like this, which means that those lines will go in like this. And that should be that build complete. And with a lot of that running, let's see that power production. Which, once everything gets rolling again, and I know that this ain't running full pelt. That ain't running. This one is running, I hope. Oh, nice amount. But this setup will, without any doubt, support one more of these setups. Just means that I need to gather all the resources for it. So let's see, if I do it this way, yes. Okay, so 2 machines. Yeah. A few of you who need speed modules, that's right. I forgot about that. So let's see then. We are on a bit of a surplus at least. But the resources on minus are going to go down here, so we're not going to be able to use everything here. But I am getting 130 out of it. So see, I'm at 68 extra production at least. Which means that it will last a bit longer. And this is 3 blue lines worth. And I am thinking that maybe I will just use this station. I hope that will fix it for you. It will. And there won't be too much traffic on this line, so I am just going to slap down a few of these. And a loading station. Like this. And no need for that part. And I will have you added there. And I can probably upgrade you. Yep. Like so. And a just regular 4-4 split, I think, will be enough here. Sorry about that. So this will be the loading of iron, no, of copper to our red and green, red and green. I'm gonna make it yes. And power is hovering around the halfway mark. I know that I was up at 800 sometime when everything was running. And since then I've added on some more bits and bobs. What I'm gonna do now is add trains. We'll need 4 trains. I'm also gonna need more of the steel and more of the iron gears for the wagons and regular steel, iron plates. This is 5 and another 3. And let's see, there you are. And as always, I am starting them in the fuel station. So let's see, 1 and 2 wagons, and I want you to load, and I want you to have full cargo, and I want you to unload at the red green. Should be a better name. And I want you to have empty cargo, and I want fuel low, interrupt, and copy that and have you sent on. And then another one, and just copy that. Yes. What happens if I rename this now to something along these lines instead? That breaks everything, yes. So where's that other train? It's over here. And if I just change that, why can't you get to that? Just need a little reset. And I'm gonna have you on automatic as well. So that should be our copper coming in. And let's see, before I add the iron in, that I have wired everything correctly on, so machines that need it gets it. You are getting it. That's good. And might be that you are actually fighting over the resources there. So I'm gonna change it up to have you do like this instead. And that should be where the copper is needing to go. And I am looking at my watch. Let's see, you should just have one train coming in this way. Yeah, they only need output on half of a belt each. I could switch it up and change it. should I? Just because I want to. And that will be all for me for today. I hope you are having a great day. I am going to the dentist, so I'm not sure how great of a day that will be, but you can always hope.